there, amazing listeners. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Transform Yourself, the podcast that is all about empowering you to shed those stubborn pounds and embrace your best self. We are your hosts, Kacy and Tyler. You know me as the Calorie Deficit Queen. We have lost a collective 130 pounds. We use the 4 M's of fitness, mind shift, meal shift, micro habits, and muscle building to create attainable and sustainable fat loss. So, whether you are a fitness enthusiast, a beginner, maybe you're just curious about making positive changes, Transform Yourself is your go-to source for inspiration, information, and a good dose of motivation. And today we are talking about a little phrase that I think could save a lot of you from frustration in your health and fitness journey. And that phrase is, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I'm going to say that again. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And this phrase, it might apply to so many areas of your life, right? You can rob a bank if you're broke, right? But I'm going to recommend that you don't.
That's okay. Yeah, that's
right?
a little.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? I mean, yes, that's extreme. But like, okay, so you can...
So what do you mean that in practical terms?
You can stay up till midnight scrolling Facebook or TikTok, but that doesn't mean you should if you have a 6 a.m. alarm, right? Or you can skip your annual checkup at the doctor, but that doesn't mean you should, because ignoring your health doesn't make it anything better. And when it comes to health and fitness, like, there's 1,000 things you can do. You can slash your calories down to 1,200. You can cut out all carbs. You can go full keto. You can go paleo, carnivore, vegan. You can try whatever diet trend is trending this week. You can even work out twice a day if you want to, 7 days a week if you want. You could do 75 hard, but it doesn't mean you should. You could also eat a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies in the car before you get home.
That does sound like a good idea.
But wait. We talking
about Thin Mints or Samoas? Because if
whichever one is your favorite.
If you're talking about Samoas,
the answer is
yes. Especially if they've been. Are those the ones that are really good in the freezer?
They're all good in the freezer. That's the way I see it. But here's the thing.
Good in my mouth.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And today I'm going to break that down into 3 categories: diet extremes, exercise extremes, and the mindset trap that is going to tie it all together. So let's start with diet extremes. Everybody wants a quick fix. That's part of the problem, right? So since everybody wants a quick fix, women consistently think they have to go right to the 1,200 calorie range in order to see fast results.
Well, people do that a lot. They jump from
they jump from 2,000 calories to 1,200 calories. You're starving.
That sounds like a miserable.
It's terrible.
That's
terrible.
That's basically you're cutting out a solid meal out of your day.
For sure. Or 2. You could even cut out sugar completely. You could jump on the keto train, right? And cut out every last carb. And yeah, here's the thing. Here's the cool thing about all that. You are going to see results. Totally. The scale's going to move. You're going to drop a few sizes. Amazing, right? People are going to compliment you. But here's the question: at what cost?
Yeah, can you hold on to that forever?
At what cost are you going to do this? So when you take those extreme measures, you've essentially locked yourself into a box. And that box says, I only get results if I suffer. So guess what? Boxes, they're hard to live in long term. You cannot do that. You cut carbs and then suddenly a birthday cake or pizza night or, right, a simple sandwich feels like a crime scene. Or you slash to 1,200 calories and now your whole day revolves around thinking about food because your body is screaming at you and your brain is. Or you cut sugar and the first time you taste a cookie, you binge because you've created the all or nothing prison for yourself. And I'll say it again. These extremes, sure, they work. They are not sustainable, period. They're never going to be sustainable.
I mean, that's why yo-yo dieting is a thing.
Absolutely.
You go.
I mean, it's why I was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
For years.
You go to these crazy extremes, and then it doesn't work out, and then it all rebounds back, and then you're pissed off, and then 6 months later, you're like, oh, I'm going to double down and do it again.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, because you do see fast results with these extremes, because you will. You are now going to associate your dream body with restriction. Mm-hmm. I mean, think about that. You got to a goal with this extreme after 1 month. It wasn't sustainable. And you had your dream body for an entire 7 days before you started to yo-yo back. And now you're like, okay, to get my dream body, I have to be in extreme restriction.
I bet people don't even feel like that's their dream. Because if you have to like go to that
dream.
Yeah, because you have to go. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Because if you have to go to that extreme to get to it, you probably don't feel great when you get to that point, right?
For sure. I mean, they probably maybe like the way they look, but they probably don't like the way they feel.
Yes.
Having to be in the extreme restriction that they're in.
Yeah.
And knowing that it's not sustainable. And that's dangerous, associating restriction or extreme restriction with how you want to look, because now in your brain, fit and lean is equal to suffering. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about you, but I do not want a dream body that feels like a nightmare to maintain. I want you to think about this. Think about building IKEA furniture. You can.
Okay.
Yep. We're going to go there.
How much experience do you have? Because I feel like I have some.
I mean, your desk was not from IKEA. It was from Amazon.
Okay.
I did build that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because I don't remember. I was not here and you put it together for me. But yeah, it wasn't IKEA, but it was the same.
Same thing, right?
Same thing.
You can try to put a desk together or any furniture together without instructions. And here's the thing. You're going to save time at first. And hey, you might even get it standing, but eventually you're going to realize it's wobbly and there's 6 extra screws on the floor. The shelf is going to collapse when you put a book on it. Here's the thing. Extreme diets and workouts are the same. You can force it. You can get a result, but it's not built to last. And then you're left redoing the whole thing anyways. So you might as well stop yourself and read the instructions. Stop yourself, slow yourself down, slow your roll, and stop all the extremes.
I was just going to point out, I think that this whole thing is enigmatic of like American culture.
100%.
We don't have the patience to wait for anything. Like,
well, we're wired that way because of our phones.
It was
because
way
of technology.
Before,
You think so?
Well, fast food culture.
This is true.
That's because we don't have time to do this. And if you think about like just everything, if you think about like corporate reporting, every month you have to put, like, a company has to put out like all this financial data. It's like, well, you can't make a real decision on 30 days. Like, that doesn't make sense. There's so many things about like our culture that it's the here and the now. It's not about a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the road.
Yeah, the long-term goal.
Yeah, we don't think in terms of that. Versus if you look at China, they're making plans 50 years in the future, where it's like, we don't do that. We don't even think that way.
I mean, so if you're doing these extremes, if you're cutting sugar, if you're cutting carbs, if you're eating 1,200 calories, here's the thing. The second that you go on vacation, the whole system is going to crash. It's like building a sandcastle at the edge of the ocean, right? You can make it tall, you can make it beautiful, but one wave, aka real life, it's going to come on in. It's going to wash it all away. But what works better? Balance. Balance works better. Prioritizing protein works better. Filling your plate with produce works better. Eating foods that you actually enjoy in moderation, that works better. It works better to move at a slow pace than a fast pace. You are more likely to keep the weight off if you do that. It works better to not have a deadline for yourself. All of these things work better. So why not start with what works better? And these things that work better, they may not sound, as flashy as lose 10 pounds in 10 days, but they are the things that let you keep your results without hating your life. What about exercise extremes? You can do an hour of cardio every single day. Sure. You can hit the gym 6 days a week. Absolutely. Sometimes twice a day if you wanted to. You can grind yourself into the ground again and again. And sure, you might see results.
You probably will see results.
And you can even do 75 hard and see results, right? But the problem is cardio, crazy high volume training, that's like quicksand. The more you do, the more your body adapts, and the more you feel like you have to keep doing it. And then suddenly you're not just exercising, you're in like this hamster wheel that does not stop. What happens? You reach burnout. You start skipping a session because you're exhausted. Maybe you have an injury because of so much overtraining, right? Your body is not recovering because you never give it rest. And then resentment happens. Workouts become punishment. You don't want your workouts to feel like punishment. When I go to the gym, I don't feel like I'm punishing myself. I feel empowered and strong and excited to be there.
I think if you're not having fun at the gym, then you need to find another outlet.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Because obviously strength training is king for all this stuff we talk about, for weight loss, for longevity, blah,
Absolutely.
blah, blah. But if you're going in every day and it's drudgery, then you need to reevaluate.
For sure.
Because if you're going in and you hate it, you're not going to stick with it forever.
Absolutely.
And you're not going to give it that much effort. You're going to do enough to check the box. And it's not why would that work there when that doesn't work with anything else in life?
100%. And I don't want any of my clients to hate working out, right?
You don't have to like it to the extreme we do, but
right. You don't have to love it, but I also don't want you to hate it. So, when you join the Form Fit program, we are going to start you where you're at. If you think you're going to join my program and we're going to immediately give you a 4-day a work, 5-day work, 5-day a week workout, that's not happening. We're not doing that. We're not doing that with any of our clients, actually. Well, in fact, we don't even give you workouts until you prove to us that you have your nutrition dialed in.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. That yep. I think most of your clients, and obviously I don't know like you do because I only hear 5% as like a fly on the wall. But I think most of your clients probably are kind of surprised.
They are surprised
when they jump in and they're like, hey, where are the workouts? Like, there are no workouts.
Yeah, there aren't. I'm not giving you a workout. You have to prove yourself.
Yeah. And you have to get through this part because if you can't get the nutrition under control, then the workout doesn't matter.
That's right.
It is so easy because if you go into a hard gym session, how much are you going to go burn in an hour and a half?
Right.
A couple hundred calories.
Sure.
Like realistically, like I know your Apple Watch might tell you, oh, you burned 700 calories.
Wrong.
Doubtful. Very doubtful. Those things are always historically skewed high. So yeah, that's just not how it works.
Right. And yes, and my clients sometimes are surprised that I don't give them workouts immediately. Listen, if a client comes in and they tell me, I've been working out already. I already consistently go to Pilates or consistently do this. Okay, great. Keep doing what you've been consistently doing. But right now, my focus and the coach's focus with you with FormFit is to see, can you stick to a nutrition plan? Can you meet your protein goal? Can you get your steps in? Can you do those things? Because if you can't do those things, we're not going to get anywhere with workouts. Yeah. So that's where we start you.
And I think people probably appreciate, because then it's like, okay, this isn't just a money grab. You're like, no, like we're going to do it this way because of the way that works. And if you don't like it, then, find another program. Go find someone else that's going to go
for sure
and go towards you, because that's not what's happening here.
Absolutely. There's lots of coaches out there that will give you everything at once. And then you're going to feel, well,
yeah, go pick up any fitness magazine or any mainstream fitness blog or whatever from Muscle and Fitness Hers, and they're all going to tell you, oh, you need to be eating 900 calories a day and then going to the gym and and doing this and this and this and this, and you're going to hate yourself.
Yeah, it's the extremes. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? Mm-hmm. And the goal of fitness is not to see, and the goal of exercise is not to see how much pain you can tolerate, right? It's to build strength. It's to build confidence, energy, and freedom. Ultimately, freedom in your life. You can do all of the workouts, 6 of them a week if you wanted to, but it's like a hamster wheel. You're running and you're running and you're not going anywhere, and you can't get off that wheel without feeling guilty. And that is not freedom. That is a trap. The magic is in the middle. You don't need six workouts a week plus cardio to get to your goal, right? I personally do an average of 4 strength training sessions per week. 4. Plus I do walking on top of that. Sometimes it's 3 a week. Sometimes it's 5 because I have extra energy that week. But most of the time I do 4 workouts a week. That's it. That's sustainable for me. That builds muscle. It keeps my metabolism running. And it keeps me from running myself into the ground, and it allows me for recovery. Yep, you can do extremes, but it doesn't mean you should. And here's where it all comes together. The mindset trap. When you live in that just because I can mentality, you end up constantly pushing into the extremes. You prove to yourself that you can do hard things, right? Like it's almost like a badge of honor. I can do hard things. I can do 75 hard, right? Like
it is funny.
Isn't it?
Well, it is funny how people, and I don't know if this is just
you
a
almost
people
said
thing.
Women.
No,
Go ahead.
No, because it's definitely not just women.
Okay.
How we like to brag about sucking. Like we like to oh, this thing sucks so bad, but I'm so badass I did it. Or I'm trying to think of a good example. But yeah, I
think 75 hard is a really great example of this because people love to brag about doing that. I mean, no thanks. No thanks. I want nothing to do with any of that. I should probably describe 75 hard. Isn't it doing 2 workouts a day?
It's like you have to do you have to do 2 workouts a day. One has to be outdoors, and it can be like a walk or a run or whatever.
Okay.
You have to read
10 pages of a book a day.
10 pages of a book. You have to eat. I think it's eat clean, which is what does that even mean? It's been a long time since I remember. I tried to do it with some guys several years ago.
If you miss a day or something, don't you have to start over?
Yeah, it's basically to do it 75 days in a row, or else you suck and you should go jump off a bridge. And if you don't do it, then if you make it to day 60 and then you
miss a day,
you get sick, then you have to start all over. And then this is all for bragging rights on the internet. Right? Basically all it is. It's like, who cares?
Here's the thing. You're going to, you can prove to yourself that you can do hard things. I get that. But I don't want you to confuse hard with necessary. Let me say that again. Don't confuse hard with necessary, because that kind of thing is not necessary. You can white knuckle your way through keto for 6 months, but is that who you want to be 5 years from now, right? Do you want to do that for the rest of your life? Do you want to be the person that cannot eat a slice of birthday cake without spiraling?
Yeah. And if it's that, on 6 months in one day or day 76,
right?
What is that going to, are you just going to be like, whew, thank God that's over. It's like, well, back to bonbons for me, because that's kind of where that leaves you.
Yeah.
It leaves you with no off ramp for life.
And you might be able to wake up at 5 a.m. every day to do fasted cardio if you wanted to, but now your identity is tied to being exhausted and chained to a treadmill, right? Sustainability means asking questions like, what's the version of this that I can see myself doing on a regular Tuesday when life is normal, when life is busy, when life is messy? What can I see myself doing for the rest of my life? And this is why in FormFit, we don't just concentrate on food and workouts, nutrition and exercise, or
lifestyle change,
meal shift and muscle building. We focus on mind shift and micro habits as well, because we don't want our clients chasing perfection. I don't want my clients trying to be perfect, because that's not...
Yeah, unless you're Jesus, that's not going to happen.
That's not what real life looks like.
Yeah.
You have to build a lifestyle that feels doable, that feels flexible, that feels not like a prison sentence. I don't want you to feel imprisoned by the program that we give you. And you can be disciplined without being extreme. You can be consistent without being obsessive. And you can get incredible results without making your life miserable.
Yeah. And what you do today is probably not going to be what you do a year from today.
Right.
It's infinitely scalable in both directions.
For sure.
As you progress, you can increase. I mean, that's literally what progressive load is
Right.
Over time, you make things harder to increase stimulus so you get better outputs. But then also, like, there's going to be times where you regress. Things you're going to have surgery, or you're going to get sick, or you're going to have a death in the family that takes you off track, and you have to be able to deal with that and then ultimately recover from it.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to learn to deal with life's lessons and blows.
And it's funny because in a lot of the meetings that we have with our one-on-one clients, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about real life and how to navigate real life without living in an extreme or trying to be perfect, but still get to our goals. Mm-hmm. And that is huge when it comes to fat loss and sustainability.
And I think what's also crazy, and I know I've harped on this a million times, but like in the fitness industry, they kind of automatically assume everyone's goal is like a bodybuilding competition or doing like these crazy things that do require a lot deeper focus and effort and whatever. But that is like the 1% of 1% of 1%.
Right.
That is not that's not even us. And I would consider us.
Did you know that there are more people you are more likely to become a millionaire than you are to get a 6-pack of abs?
Oh, yeah. No, I totally believe that.
You are.
Well, and also like looking at the amount of men, if you can bench press 225, which isn't like that much weight.
Okay.
That puts you, I think, in the top 5% of that strength. It's like that's crazy because there's so much more you can do beyond that. But if you can just get to like points like that.
Yeah. And
I'm probably butchering the percentages, but I think you get the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah. So the next time you are tempted by an extreme diet, maybe a brutal workout schedule, I want you to pause and I want you to remember, just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's not about proving how tough you are. I can do hard things, right? It's about building a lifestyle that lets you live your life, enjoy food, love your workouts, and still see results. If today's episode hit home for you, share it with a friend who's maybe stuck in that all or nothing extreme cycle, right? And if you're ready to stop living those extremes and finally find what's sustainable, check out my coaching program. Check out the Form Fit coaching program at thecaloriedeficitqueen.com. We have a coaching tab. If you're looking for weight loss resources, or you need to calculate your calorie deficit, you're looking for low-calorie cookbooks, all of this can be found at thecaloriedeficitqueen.com. Right now, I have a few spots left for one-on-one clients because I keep a small coaching pool. We have had a few people graduate recently, so we need, I think we have got 2 spots at this moment for one-on-one. So if that's you and you're interested, you feel a little tug towards that, reach out at thecaloriedeficitqueen.com. There's a coaching tab. You can, there's an application right there on that page. You can apply and book a call with us. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Transform Yourself. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, share the love, and until next time, keep shining, keep smiling, and keep transforming yourself.
Adios.